Good day, students, and welcome to another video tutorial and video discussions about the nature of performance-based assessment. And I am Mr. Jan Puti Tatwalya, who would be the one to discuss the topic. Before I discuss the lesson, I have here some pictures, and as you could see, these pictures are related to the lessons that I'm going to discuss. And the first picture is about singing. Next is dancing. Next is brainstorming, drawing, debate, and last is group discussion or reporting. So basically, when we say performance-based assessment, these are two questions that answer the lesson or that performance-based assessment. So first is that what products or performance we want our students to produce as an evidence of their learning or understanding. And second question is that how do we want them to provide evidence that they can transfer their learning to real life situations. So as you could see, we provide different pictures such as singing, dancing, drawing, debate, group discussion, brainstorming, and etc. But for you to know, performance-based assessment is different to the traditional assessment which focus on the paper and pencil test. Okay? So authentic or performance-based assessment means there are a lot of scholars or individuals that gives their meanings about performance-based assessment. First is that performance-based assessment is one in which teacher observes and makes judgment about the student's demonstration of a skill or in creating a product, constructing a response, or making a presentation. So here, sabi nga kanina, every students can showcase their talent, their skills. Okay? If they are very good in drawing, they are good in dancing, they can have that opportunity na mapakita yung mga skills na tinatago-tago nila na hindi nila ma-apply during the quiz time. Okay? According to Ferman 2005, performance-based assessment or PBA is an alternative form of assessment that moves away from traditional paper and pencil test. Okay, nasabi ko na nga po kanina na it diverts students from paper and pencil test na nakasanayan na pagsukat ng kanilang knowledge. In performance-based assessment, nabibigyan sila na makapag-present whether in oral or dancing, yung paggalaw ng katawan nila, or demonstration exhibits, ayan, yung pagpapresent ng iba't ibang types. Okay, not only sa paper and pencil test. Performance-based assessments process the creative aspect of the students in bringing out what know and what they can do through different performance tasks such as exhibits, projects, or samples. Also, according to Linn 1995, performance-based assessments provide a basis of teachers to evaluate both the effectiveness of process and procedure, used example given approach to data collection, manipulation of instruments, and product resulting from performance of a task, example given complete report, results, completed artwork. So, according to Linn, how can we identify if our teaching is effective through the use of process or product assessment? Okay? Nalalaman natin yung effectivity of our of the lessons that we provide to the students when we give assessments such as group activity. We know that every student should participate or must participate in that specific activity. But then there are students, okay, sometimes there are students na hindi nakiki-join. Okay? And that is what we call the process Okay, process performance-based assessment, wherein nakikita natin yung totality na habang gumagawa yung mga students. Okay? Next is that the product, wherein sa dulo natin nakikita naman yung mga performance ng ating learners. Okay? So, nakakagawa ba yung bata? Maganda ba yung nagawa ng bata at the end? Okay? If they have their portfolio, nakikita natin doon sa portfolio nila kung ano ba yung improvement na nagawa na nila. Next, performance assessment or performance products are outputs produced by students that provide concrete samples of their knowledge and understanding of subject matter. This is performance products are the application of the knowledge and understanding about a specific lesson na na-pick up ni bata sa iyo which they applied in real world. Okay? Nakakapag-create sila at nakakapagpakita ng concrete, matibay, maganda. Okay? Nakakapag-present sila ng isang performance based doon sa inyong itinuro. Some performance assessment proponents contend that genuine performance assessment must possess at least 3 features according to Popham 2011. First is that multiple evaluation criteria. Performance-based assessment, hindi lang siya basta-basta ine-evaluate. There are specific criteria and as much as possible, madaming criteria. Okay? Wherein nakapokus siya, it could be subdivided. Okay? Pwede yung dimensions niya ay nakafocus kay content, there is originality. Okay? It depends upon the performance based na ipapagawa natin as a teacher. So, syempre, kaya nagkakaroon ng multiple evaluation criteria and is because to address those diversity of the learners wherein hindi lahat ng bata magaling lang sa isang skills. Okay? So, if there is multiple evaluation criteria, mas mapapakita natin or kapag grinade natin yung learner, mas nagkakaroon ng reliability. Okay? Reliability and validity. Kasi nga, hindi mo lang nakafocus sa isang part, nabibigyan mo din ng atensyon yung ibang part. Okay? Next is that pre-specified quality standards. There are standards na nakaset. Hindi pwedeng magpapa-performance task ka nang wala ka pang standards na sinet. Ano ba yung standards na gusto mong ma-achieve ng learner? Okay? Next, judgmental appraisal. When we say judgmental appraisal, from the word judgment, nakikita. Okay? Ang galing nung ginawa nung bata. Ang ganda nung pinakita. Wherein kapag judgmental appraisal, kahit ipakita mo siya sa iba, ay pag judgmental appraisal, maa-appreciate din na etong group na to, magaling talaga to. Okay? Generally speaking, may magsasabi, for example, there's a lot of groupings na group activity and nag-present na lahat ng group. All individuals or all groups, may masasabi na isang grupo na pinakamagaling. And that what we call judgmental appraisal. Okay? Now we are going to discuss the types of performance task. So types of performance task, first that we had is that solving a problem. It is critical thinking and problem solving are important that need to be sharpened and developed by the learners. So in solving a problem, wherein we set a specific problem that the student must answer or find a solution. Kapag yung bata gumawa ng isang solving a problem, okay, mas nahasa yung kanilang thinking skills. Wherein, yung thinking skills na yon, they can apply that problem na na-solve nila into a real life situation. So, paano ba nila i-apply sa real life situation yon? Kapag halos parehas yung problem na binigay mo, maaalala na ganito pala yung steps. Okay? There are steps para masagutan yung solution. Step-by-step process, but in every problem, always na merong solution. So, hindi natatapos. Kung hindi tama yung isang solution, maghahanap si bata ng iba pang solution. And that means, habang naghahanap yan ng ibang solution, mas nahahasa yung pag-iisip niyan, mas nagiging develop at mas magaling na sila balang araw in decision making. Next is that completing an inquiry. An inquiry task is one in which the students are asked to collect data in order to their understanding about a topic or issue. In completing an inquiry, it is more about research. Okay? Bakit ba nagkakaroon ng research? In order for them to collect data and to organize informations which leads doon sa mga hinahanapan nila ng kasagutan. So in inquiry task, it is more on questions that they sought answer or that they sought to answer. So kapag nakompleto na nila yon, nakapag-organize sila more on, sabi nga, more on research, ayan na, that is more about completing an inquiry. Next is that determining position. The task requires students to make a decision or clarify a position. So, in determining a position, it is more on about debate, choosing what side are you picking, whether you are against, whether you are agree, whether you agree, disagree, you like it or not. So, that's the time na sinasabi natin determining a position, knowing what your side to stand. So, in debate, pwede kang mag-pro, pwede mag-anti. Pero bakit mo ba pinipili yung isang decision or position? It is because of your point of view. So, determining a position, nakadepende din sa mga learners or sa kung sino yung gagawa ng performance-based assessment. Number 4 type is demonstration task. This task shows how the students use knowledge and skills to complete well-defined complex task. So in demonstration task, pinapakita na ni bata yung natutunan niya from his teachers and he applies and napapakita na niya. For example of this demonstration task is science experiment. Okay? In science experiment, let's be specific in physics. Diba nung high school tayo, yung teacher natin in physics, merong about electricity. So what we have there, tinuro ni teacher yung process, nagpakita siya ng example, and then he or she or they let the students na gawin din yung task na yon. So binigyan tayo ng battery, binigyan tayo ng switch, binigyan tayo ng wire, binigyan tayo ng bulb. Tapos ipinakita natin na kayang umilaw ng bulb. Bakit? Because of the procedure na pinakita ni teacher. Okay? Yung procedure na pinakita ni teacher, yung mga materials, at na-imitate na natin. At nung na-imitate natin, apply natin na practice, ayun na napakita natin sa bata. Okay? Napakita natin yung mismong outcome na gusto makita. And another step of demonstration task is yung mga nagpapakita ng mga procedures. Such as, example is cooking. Okay? Siyempre, may mga procedure kung paano nagluto, ipinapakita din doon. Number 5 is developing exhibits. So, exhibits are visual presentation or displays that need little or no explanation from the creators. So, pag sinabi natin developing exhibits, this is more of an artwork. Okay? Artwork such as drawing, pictures, and also it includes your portfolio. So kahit ipakita mo lang yung isang drawing, every students or every audience na makakakita nung drawing or yung visual presentations mo, magkakaroon sila ng idea about those specific performance-based or performance-based na drawing na pinakita mo. Next is presentation task. This is a work or task performed in front of an audience. When we say performance task, ito yung madalas pinapagawa ni teacher wherein merong nagtutula, merong ano ba tawag doon? Merong nagtutula, merong kumakanta, there's someone who is dancing, role-playing, gamit na gamit sa role-playing ng mga teachers. So, in performance task, hinahayaan natin si learner to proceed with what skill Okay? With what skill pwede nilang gawin if we don't set any task na naka-specific na, sige, through dancing, gawin nyo to. Okay? Through singing. So, pag walang specific task, hahayaan natin si bata kung paano nila ipapakita. And in presentation task, every learners can showcase their creativity. So, syempre, kung sa part na magaling sila sumayaw, yun yung gagamitin nila. But let's say, in our presentation task, nagkaroon lang tayo, sabi ni teacher, gumawa kayo ng isang chant. Okay? Go group 1, go group 1, go, go, go group 1. And that example is nagpapakita na din ng isang presentation task. Hindi natin dinidiktahan yung bata, wala tayong options na ginawa, hinayaan natin sila mag-isip na ipapakita nila. And that is presentation task. Next and last is that capstone performances. So capstone performances are tasks that occur at the end of a program study. So in capstone, lahat na ng learning na bata inipon at ipinakita sa dulo. Let's have very great example of that is yung research paper. Okay, research paper. We all know that research or doing the research undergo a lot of process, but peron dapat product na mabuo sa dulo, and that is your research paper. That research paper is an example of capstone performances. And also, since you are future educators, your OJTs and practice teaching is an example of capstone performances. Bakit? Your practice teaching is an application of what you know all throughout the 4 years of your schooling. And that is capstone for performances. Okay?